Hi, you guys.
Hi.
Hello. So we just finished our promotional video, right?
Right.
But I'm really interested in hearing more about what is the importance, and you guys can chime in on this, what is so important about the brain and peak performance? I want to know a bit more about that.
Well, if people want to up-level their brain, neurofeedback is a phenomenal way to do that. NASA astronauts do it.
Yeah.
Olympic athletes do it, CEOs do it.
Yeah.
So you train your brain to be in a more optimal and efficient state, and it's really cool and really powerful stuff.
What's your thoughts on
It
this?
is a shortcut to getting where you want to be. And I think even for us, right, we all want to be the best that we can be. We want our brains to work most effectively that's possible. And neurofeedback is the highway to get there.
Got it. You know, one of the things that I'm noticing is when we're doing a video today, I notice there's hardly any focus on the brain. And we need the brain. That's we need it. I mean, what is going on here? What's your thoughts on this?
Well, we like to say that we're the brains behind the Center for NeuroPotential. And our model, the NeuroPotential model, brings heart and science into heart and soul into neuroscience.
Yeah.
And so it's really looking at ourselves as human beings very holistically. But most of the time when that happens, the brain isn't a part of that discussion.
The brain's not on board. It gets us stuck. So we may have great insights through therapy, self-help books, but our brains hold us back. Our brains get stuck. And a great way to get unstuck is through neurofeedback and some of our other brain-based tools.
Yeah.
So we're really excited.
So for anybody who's watching, you know, there are a lot of resources other than talk therapy, and I think we need to focus a bit more about your brain. So if someone's watching this, what are some of the things that you want to encourage them to look for?
Sure. So I talk about something that's called a bottom-up model. So if you just think about this model, this is your brain, right? So this top part of your brain is all the thinking and the learning and the executive functions. But way down here in the bottom, which you can't really see that well, this regulates all of our emotion. It regulates, this is where trauma memories are stored. Trauma memories aren't remembered or encoded in the brain in the same way that our normal everyday memories are. We remember them in our senses. So it might be a particular body position or a smell or a sight or a sound. That's what's remembered in a very fragmented way. Remember, this is really deep into the brain. You can't get there by talking alone. You can be very supported through talk therapy, no doubt. So modalities such as neurofeedback, EMDR, eye movement desensitization reprocessing, very helpful for getting to those memories the way that they're stored. Somatic-based, somatic means your body, right? The way you've held those memories, brain spotting, mindfulness, biofeedback. This is our sweet spot. This is what we know. This is what we live for ourselves. We both train our brains.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's another thing. You know, I love that you're mentioning that. What are some things that you can tell them how to train your brain?
So for me personally?
Well, for people who are watching, how do you train your brain?
So neurofeedback is this really cool technology. If you're familiar with biofeedback, there are different modalities. You could train your heart rate, you could train your body temperature, you could actually train your brain waves to be in a more optimal state. So the brain gets feedback, whether it's from hearing pleasant tones or some visual feedback, and you get that feedback while we're monitoring your brain waves in real time. So we have a protocol based on your unique brain about what we want to see that's going to help you up level and get to where you want to be.
You know, this makes me think about, because when I remember being coached as a volleyball player, and feedback was such a big thing in our sport, where you did this right, that's awesome, great, hit the ball harder, jump faster. Is that also a form of feedback? Because I do remember the times when I get positive feedback or really strong feedback from the crowd and from myself. It's far beyond affirmation, but I just remember my brain remembering those moments in the game when I was at my optimal level,
Yep.
and my brain kind of repeats those areas. Is that what
Yes.
you're talking about?
It's very similar. So we know neurons that fire together wire together. So you were getting awesome feedback from the crowd, but with neurofeedback, we could train you to get to that sweet spot without the crowd.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool.
Okay, so I just gave you a demonstration from my own life and how neurofeedback works, but now there's science behind this idea that your brain does it automatically.
Right.
It can be trained
It can
to
be
do it
trained,
automatically.
Wow. So
Yes.
this is what they do. In this video, if you click on the link above, it'll go straight to their website. Check out what they have. You guys will have resources. And of course, this is the first video that they're going to be doing, but I'm going to tell you they're going to have consistent videos, right?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are totally committed to that.
Yeah, this is an impromptu video, but it's going to go on Facebook. It's going to go on Twitter, LinkedIn, all of those things. So now you have a way to, another resource for your life to get that, flourishing in your life,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. And you don't have to be local to
You
get
don't.
help.
There are
Yeah.
many ways for us to work with you virtually. This is about brain resilience.
Yes.
And we can help you do that wherever you are located. And so please reach out. We'd love to help up-level your brain.
Yeah. See, look how fun they are too. And they talk a lot about brain, and look at how colorful their shirts are. And see, it doesn't have to be boring.
No,
right?
no, completely not. Yeah.
We bring the fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Totally.
So they're professional, but they're genuine. They're fun to be with. I mean, it was so much fun today, right?
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you,
great.
and you were
Thanks.
great to work with.
Yeah.
You made it easy.
Thank you. All right, so check out the website. It's going to be connected to the link of this video. So check them out, give them a call, and see what they're all about. They've got they're going to have a lot of resources for you about your brain. Take care of your brain, guys.
Absolutely.
All right, see you later.
See you. Bye.
Bye.